Hello, I am Benjamin and we are on the Tasty Trail in Korea, today in Andong. Andong is famous for the Confucian culture. I wanted to come here to introduce to you something which I think is very important in Korean cuisine culture, the ceremonial ritual food. So let's go in this Andong area to discover this fascinating culture. In Andong, there are special food to have, and we came to that place to have this special food that we are going to discover together. Look at this beautiful table. It is something we see for the first time. It's not very usual to have this beautiful brassware on a Korean table. And this dinner that we're having now is called hotchesapap. So hot, not like H-O-T, it's a Korean word which means fake. Hotchesapap, the fake memorial service dinner or meal. Why is it that? Well, one story says that the scholars, especially the students, Confucian students in the Sowon, in the special institutes, studied very late at night. Or night is the time to have the memorial service, the chesa. So when they were very hungry, they pretended that they had to hold a chesa, a service. So they called the servants and they say, prepare for us a table for the chesa. We have to do a chesa. Now it's the middle of the night. And the servants, of course, they knew that it was a fake reason. It was just a way to get good food. So they made that hotchesapap, this fake memorial service food. Look at that and you will notice something. Don't focus on that. I take it out. What do you see? You see the colors. They are quite different from what we have usually, no? Usually we have always the strong reddish color of the red hot chili pepper. Here, except the carrot and the yellow part of this egg, everything is whitish or green. The color tells you that the food is bland or blander than usual. In the food for the spirits, we don't use the red hot chili pepper because the red color is said to chase away the spirits. So if we want the ancestors to come and enjoy the food, of course we cannot put some red hot chili pepper. Another element that you'd find everywhere in Korean food and which is not here on this table, it's the garlic. Because garlic also is too strong. It's a strong flavor which can chase away the spirits. Let's try it. That's good because for me that's really interesting because you have the flavors directly, the real flavors of the different ingredients. The original flavors are preserved because the seasoning is very light.
네, 안녕하세요. 맛은 괜찮으셨어요?
맛있어요.
맛있어요? 네.
뭡니까?
이거는 안동식혜입니다. 이제 이거는
안동식혜.
음식을 드시고 후식으로 드시는 건데요. 그 고춧가루 물이 들어가서 여러 빨갛습니다. 색깔이 예쁘죠. 근데 이걸 잡수시면 소화가 잘 돼요. 이게
그래요?
예, 발효식품입니다. 그렇기 때문에 소화가 잘 되니까 한번 드셔보세요.
어떻게 음료처럼 마십니까?
아니요, 숟가락으로 떠서 드셔보세요.
숟가락으로?
네.
음식처럼.
네. 날씨 괜찮으시죠?
맞아요. 네.
이제-
안동에서만 찾을
네,
수 있는
그렇죠.
음식입니까?
안동에만 찾을 수 있는 음식이에요. 근데 이제 이 음식이 간혹 입맛에 안 맞는 분들도 있어요.
아, 그래요?
예. 그런 분들도 있는데 매 두 번, 세 번 먹으면 이게 마약처럼 또 땡기는 맛이 있습니다.
그랬죠.
네.
맛있어요. In Andong, we have a lot of chonga yet, a lot of these very important head houses. So we still have a lot of these traditional ceremonies because this was an area traditionally with a lot of noble people, a lot of scholars as well. So the Confucian culture is still alive. 안녕하십니까? 예, 제가 제사 음식 보러 왔는데, 예, 죄송하지만 지금 뭐 하고 계십니까?
네, 떡하고 있어요.
아, 떡이요? 일반적인 떡 아닌 것 같습니다.
제사에 제일 밑에 시루떡을 넣고 그 위에
예.
올라간 으깨떡이에요.
아, 이거는 제사 할 때만 나옵니까?
아니요. 제사 꼭 제사할 때만은 하는 건 아니고
예.
뭐 큰일 칠 때도 이 떡을 해요. 그럴 때는 이제 대추나
네.
밤이나 서기버섯 같은 거 넣고 조금 화려하게
예.
하고 제사 때는 이렇게 하고요.
보통 제사 준비하실 때 몇 시간이나 며칠 필요하세요?
옛날 같으면 며칠 걸리지만은 요즘은 하루만 하면 돼요.
하루요?
예. 아침에 일어나가지고 준비하면은
예. 1년에 몇 번, 제사 몇 번 하십니까?
차례까지 12번이에요.
12번이요?
예.
Now it's night time and it's time for the chesa. So these people are ready to do it. I'm going to ask them if I can watch the ceremony. 안녕하십니까? 제 실례지만 제가 제사 보러 왔는데 혹시 구경해도 됩니까?
예, 따라오세요.
예, 알겠습니다.
세차 경인 9월 신묘삭 19일 기우
합도. 그러면 아시죠. 됐어.
저 손님 하면
So this is time to share the alcohol first. This is the first step, and after, when everybody has had the alcohol, we can go for the umbok, which is the partaking of the food. You can see on this table there is no red hot chili pepper, almost no red color. So that's why the food of the chesa is very special. It's very pure in taste and flavor, but maybe it doesn't really fit the taste of today's people who like spicy and more dramatic food, I guess.
국물 더 와야겠다.
무화 베지터블. 이 제사 음식은 그 재료를 선택할 때 가장 깨끗하고 그 제수사로 가서는 값을 깎지도 않는다 그래요.
네.
그런 그 최고의 양질의 재료를 가지고 만들어서 정성을 담은 음식이기 때문에
네네.
보통 팔기 위해서 식당에서 내놓은 음식하고는 전혀 그 격이 달라요.
perfect,
Benjamin. Here we are,
beautiful
Yongsan Soan.
place. I love
And,
this building.
This is one of the best views in Andong
Yes,
of
on the
the Nakdong River, which flows all the way down to Busan actually, and the cliffs behind it, which are called the blue cliffs. They have a particular blue color.
It's gorgeous. I want to introduce you Darius, who is a friend of a friend living in Andong. He has been living in Andong for 10 years, and he's from New Zealand, right?
And Australia.
And Australia.
Yeah.
So he's from two places. That's wonderful. And Andong.
And you, Benjamin, are from France, I take it.
Yes, I am only from France. Maybe it's time to move now before it's too late.
Yes, Benjamin, it's getting rather dark. You're in Andong, and when in Andong, you have to go to visit the Mask Museum, because Andong is famous for the masks. They're very distinctive, regional masks. Yeah, so
Let's go.
I think you'll find it interesting.
Allez, allez. So Darius, here we are in the Mask Museum.
Yes, yes. It's a big museum now.
It is,
It's
it
been
is.
remodeled, and it's looking pretty good. It's a good time to come.
It's really interesting to see these different masks coming from different areas and provinces of Korea. The Hawaii masks are very famous, the mask from the Hawaii village. Here they are. This mask is very famous, the Yangban,
Yes.
the aristocrat.
Yes, the Yangban are famous here in Andong. There was quite a large class of them. And now Andong rice is named after Yangban, actually. It's in Yangdang Sao.
All right. Very nice visit. Thank you for bringing
very
me here.
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we can
Yeah.
ask the man here.
안녕하세요. 구경 차리는데 혹시 여기서 달 만드는 곳을 볼 수 있을까요?
달 만드는 곳은 저쪽으로 가시면 돼요.
아, 예, 알겠습니다. 고맙습니다. 안녕하세요. 안녕하십니까? 아, 예. 작업 중이신데 죄송합니다. 그 무슨 탈 하고 계십니까? 양반탈 아닌가요?
예, 맞습니다. 이건 이제 하회탈 가운데 양반탈.
예.
잘 아시네요.
아닙니다. 아주 유명한 거니까.
예.
여기 딱 있는데요. 여기 9개죠? 9가지죠, 원래.
예.
여기 각시죠.
예, 각시입니다.
예.
근데 각시가 왜 입이 붙어 있느냐 하면은
예.
이 다른 탈은 입이 크든 적든 다 열려 있는데
예.
각시는 이 우리 그 전통 사회에서 각시의 신분이 들어도 못 들은 척, 봐도 못 본 척,
예.
시집살이의 어려움, 그 어려움을 입을 꾹 다물고 참고 살아야 했었다. 그래서 입이 딱 힘을 주고 다물고 있습니다.
그렇구나.
여기 걸었다 못 벗기시던 거예요.
So the system is quite simple. I guess it depends on the angle of your head. If you have your head on the facing downwards, you have a sad.
Sad look, yeah.
And if you have your head on the back like this, you have the feature of a laughing face. Is it right?
Yes, you can see that.
그러면서
Yeah.
이 표정이 그냥 있을 때보다는
예.
사람이 쓰고 움직일 때 훨씬 표정이 진한 표정이 나타나게
예.
되죠. 이 그냥 쓰고 뭐 의미 없이 이러는 것보다 같이 내가 하하하
아,
이렇게
예.
이 원래 그 신분의 그 행동을 똑같이 해주면은 탈 표정이 똑같이 그 행동과 연결이
네.
됩니다. 그래서 이 옛날에 이 탈놀이를 봤던 분들이 하회탈은 탈 쓴 광대가 웃으면은 탈도 따라서 웃고 광대가 화를 내면은 탈도 따라서 화를 낸다. 이 놀이 이렇게 탈 자체의 어떤 조형의 변화를 가지고 여기는 모르고 신령스러워서 따라서 웃는 줄 그렇게 알았던 거죠.
네. So this is the Andong market.
Yes, and this is known as chicken market almost because it's. So
I can see why you
Yes,
have
there's
you have
chicken everywhere.
chicken everywhere. Chicken Andong chimtak chimtak.
Now,
So
being-
it's famous
being-
for the chimtak.
Yes, and being French, Benjamin, you'll be very comfortable with eating chicken tonight. I'm sure.
Indeed, yes.
Some
So
famous.
chimtak is a kind of stew, right?
Yes, it's a signature dish of Andong, and
Yes.
it's cooked with soy sauce and potatoes and clear noodles.
All right.
It's very popular now. You can eat it. You'll find it all around Korea now.
I'd like to ask her a few questions. 안녕하십니까? 안녕하세요. 예. 안동에서 chimtak 생긴 지 얼마 정도 됐습니까?
정확하게는 모르고요.
예.
지금 한 35년 정도.
35년 정도?
네.
chimtak 오래된 레시피인가요? 아니면 그 35년 전에 개발했던 겁니까?
조금 변해왔겠죠?
예.
옛날에는 이렇게 뭐 당면 안 넣고 그냥 닭도리탕 비슷하게
닭도리탕 같은 거.
닭만 넣어서
예.
감자하고 옛날 어른들 뭐 이렇게 가난할 때
예.
야채 많이 넣어서 닭
예.
한 마리 넣고 야채 많이 넣어서 여러 대가족
예.
먹게끔 하다가 자꾸 변조해서 이제 좀 더 맛있게 하다 보니까 국수 대신에 잡채를 넣으니까 당면을 넣으니까 덜
예.
퍼지고
예.
맛있고 오래가고 이렇게 하다 보니까 만들어진 거예요.
그렇구나. 좋아요. 그럼
이해 가세요?
들어가서
네.
예, 주문하겠습니다. Let's go inside.
How about this, Benjamin?
It's
You've got to admit that's a
steamy.
fantastic sight.
Wow.
It's steamy. That's why it's called jimdak.
Yeah. Good and not too spicy. I asked the lady to make it mild.
The sauce is very sweet, isn't it? It's much sweeter sauce than you'd normally get in Korea. The clear noodles, I'm not sure of the origin of those, but
I think it's potato starch. No?
right, yes, maybe even the goguma.
Oh, koguma, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right. You're
yes.
right.
Gives a very
That's why they're so
elastic quality to the
elastic.
elastic quality to the dish. It's very hot, isn't it? How do you think this dish would translate with duck or goose, which is another popular French poultry? Bit too fatty, do you think? Or
No.
no?
We have a lot of chicken dishes in France, like poulet pot and a lot of stews. Poulet au vinaigre, poulet au gousse d'ail, well, so many kinds. So we can find easily some bridges between this chimtak and French cuisine.
Do you think French people would be very interested in Korean cuisine at all? Or
They are,
is it too
actually.
far? Are they?
Yeah, they are. And in Paris, the last 10 years, we had a growth of number of Korean restaurants increased by 10. I think Korea should have a different policy according to the country where they want to succeed, and a different marketing policy, I would say, for the globalization of Korean cuisine.
Right.
And in France, I think it's not necessary to focus only on bulgogi, kalbi, bibimbap, but explain to the French people that in Korea we have a long, old tradition of variety. We have also court food, we have aristocratic food, we have non-spicy food, and we have this wonderful culture of namul, like vegetables and wild vegetables, wild plants, cooking, temple food.
Right.
And I think that could be appealing for French people. I'm going to show you now a very famous Andong dish, which is a fish dish. You may be surprised because Andong is located in the center of South Korea, inland. So why do we have a famous fish dish in Andong? That's what I'm going to show you now. Alright, this is the place where they still do traditionally the 간고등어. 간고등어 is the salted mackerel. 안녕하십니까?
안녕하십니까?
예, 안녕하십니까? 뭐 하고 계십니까?
고등어를 간하고 있습니다. 염장. 예, 염장하고 있습니다. 예.
고등어가 어디서 옵니까?
고등어는 부산에서 옵니다.
옛날에는 부산에서 왔습니까?
예, 옛날 부산에서 왔는데 옛날에는 백길 따라
예.
영덕을 와요. 강구.
예.
강구에서 와서 여기서 지게 지고 구르마
예.
끄고
예.
거기 가서 가지고 오지요. 젊어지고 올라가면 중간에 오면요.
예.
여름엔 고기 다 썩어 빠져요.
예.
썩어 빠지니까 중간에 오다가
예.
거기서 집을 풀고
예.
거기서 배를 가리고
예.
여자를 내고 소금을 치고
네.
그래서 다시 해가지고 젊어지고 들어오지요.
그 염장하실 때는 키포인트가 뭘까요? 제일 중요한 요소가 뭡니까?
제일 중요한 거는 첫째 원물 좋아야 되죠. 원물. 고등어 좋아야 되죠.
예.
고등어 최고 좋아야 되고.
예.
그 다음에는 이 간을 잘 맞아야 돼요.
예.
소금. 염장을 잘해야 돼요.
네.
요새는 이 소금을 마시면 안 돼요. 아주 간단하게 쳐야 돼요. 아주 이래 간단하게 쳐야 이 소비자들이 소금을 저기 쳐 요리 딱 맞아요.
예.
이것도 많이 가도 안 되고 저기도 가도 안 되고 딱 뿌리면 요리 딱 뿌리면 알아요.
This is the best way to enjoy the 간고등어, which is the dry salted mackerel from Andong. You see, the flesh is firm, perfect texture. Of course, slightly salted, not too much. And the fish taste has been removed by the salt and also the fermentation. This way of preserving the fish and this way of eating the fish is a way to improve the taste. It's a completely different taste than the fresh mackerel. Softer. And the texture is also more interesting because there is a kind of firmness to it, so it's easier to eat. That's very good. Let's try the chorim. I like the chorim, but once again, a lot of spices, so the taste is going to be quite different, and we may lose a little bit the taste of the fish itself. No, it's good. It's good. It's not too strong. I hope you enjoyed our trip to the Andong area to discover the special culture of the Chesa food, the food served for ceremonial services. It was, I think, a very special experience, very important to understand the heart of Korean cuisine culture. I'll see you next time on our tasty trail in Korea. Bye-bye. I wanted to come to Andong because this is a very important center of Confucian culture. You know that Korea, during the Joseon dynasty, adopted Confucianism as a national ideology. So it is very important in the Korean culture still now.